Okay, let's look at homework 1.4, number 8. All right, so we have this quadratic function, and we want to find the domain and the range of that function. Right. So first thing is that the domain is quite easy because quadratic function is defined everywhere, which means that domain is all real numbers. So it goes from negative infinity to positive infinity. Right. In order to find the range, we need to find the vertex. So we need to complete the square to find the vertex. Right. So let's complete the square. So we have f of x right here. So I'm going to write the f of x is 2x squared minus 6x plus 9. Right, and the first thing we do is factor out the leading coefficient, in this case 2, from the first two terms. So you have x squared here, and if you factor out 2 from negative 6x, you're going to get the negative 3x. Right, then leave the third term alone, so we just put it right at the end. Right, so in order to complete the square, we look at this coefficient of x, which is negative 3. We take the 1/2 of that number, square, so 1/2 would be negative 3/2. Square that, so it's going to be 9/4. So plus 9/4. Right, but 9/4 wasn't there before, so we have to subtract 9/4 right away so that it doesn't change the value. Alright, then once you have these three terms right here, so these three terms, we can complete the square. We can write it as this. Right, so 2 is already there. Right, so this is going to be quantity x minus, since it's a negative sign, and 1/2 of this number, so it's going to be 3/2 quantity squared. Right, if you multiply this out, you're going to get exactly these three terms. Right, then we have to distribute this 2 to the leftover term, which is negative 9/4, to get negative 9/2. Then we have a plus 9, so plus 9 at the end. So by combining these two terms, we get 2 times x minus 3/2 squared. And combining these two terms, you're going to get the positive 9/2. Alright, so from here we can see that the vertex is at, vertex is at 3/2, comma 9/2. Right, so which means that you're going to have a parabola with vertex located at point 3/2, comma 9/2. So the ballpark picture of this function, the graph of the function, is going to look like this. So it's 3/2 is just 1.5. Say this is 3/2. And 9.9 over 2 would be about 4.5. So it's a 9/2. So the vertex is right here. Right? Then it's a parabola, and it's facing up parabola. So the parabola is going to look like this. All right. So you can see that the range of this function is going to start from 9/2 and up. So we have left square bracket 9/2, comma, all the way to infinity. Right? So that is the range of the function. All right, so hopefully this was clear.